already have consumer research data from the territories in which you are currently selling your product, for example the UK, and you're looking to expand your export and sell your products in Asian territories, you will need to run more consumer research studies to gather more data. The reasons for this might be that there's a different ambient temperature that the product will need to be tested for. There might be different skin types, there might be different hair types, and there might be different cultural aspects that are very different to the consumer research data you already have.
We know that South Korea has got the highest rate of new product development, and Ayton Systems software has been developed to accommodate that burgeoning need for consumer studies. It's the whole of Asia. So we're fully geared up, we're in a number of different Asian languages, we understand the distribution routes. It's something that we can give you some good specialist advice on to ensure that you're fully compliant as you approach this new market.
We have an ISO 9001:2015. This looks at customer focus, it looks at leadership and management, the engagement of our employees. It also looks at something called the process approach, which basically means that we have to think about before we make any decision within the company and the people that it can affect, such as our clients. The ISO also looks at the relationship between other ISOs, such as the ISO 27001 regarding GDPR and other ISOs that relate to our company.
Consumer studies are really important because it's actually ensuring that your product is being used in the intended environment and on people that are actually going to be using and buying your products.
You will also need to make sure that you conduct consumer research in the language to the country that the product is being sold.
Another thing that we discovered when we were developing the language facility on Ayton Systems software is that actually there are a large number of descriptors that do not translate at all. So for example, in China, the little wrinkles either side of the eyes are called fishtails, whereas in Hungary they're called duck's feet, and of course in England they're called crow's feet. And so again, even between different countries within one region, such as Asia, Ayton Global Research can augment studies on advertisements before they even go into the public domain. This is really important actually because the way in which people perceive things is largely down to cultural factors. And if your advert is a high budget advertisement and you have missed a certain point about a culture, you may find that you have an absolutely excellent product, some fantastic claims, and an advertisement that really offends the public in that region. There are differences in skin types around the globe as well. For example, in Africa, the skins tend to have a higher rate of oil production to protect them from the heat, whereas in Asia, the skin is known to be more sensitive and there's a natural preference to buying products that have far less active ingredients in them and far less of a chemical composition.
Ayton Global Research are fully compliant with the GDPR. We have reviewed our policies, procedures and systems to ensure that we are fully effective and compliant in these regions. Our clients across the globe have different requirements for data protection matters, and we ensure that all of them are met and that their requirements are continually delivered.
In the UAE, indeed in all of the Middle East, special consideration has to be taken for the halal sector. When conducting consumer studies on anything that is labelled halal, there needs to be a process of due diligence.
If you need any advice and want to test your products in Asia, please contact Ayton Global Research today.